The doors to the Viridian Tea House are open once more. Hello everyone, I've got a lot to talk about today, so if you're ready, let's begin. So first I want to start with some upcoming dates for me. Let's see, so November 12th, I will be once again with the Magic Makers Market in Denver, and we will be at the usual Ant Life space. I'm looking at my computer because I forgot to write it down. But that's November 12th. And then I will be with them on December 16th for the Winter Solstice Open Mic and Yule celebration at Town Hall Collaborative. I think that's on Santa Fe in Denver. I think so. But I will keep reminding you guys of those two dates. I'm so excited to be back with Magic Makers Market folks. Hi, Jackie, if you're watching this. There was supposed to be an event in this month, but the event space got flooded out. It was a kind of a bad emergency. So I'm not sure if they're going to have an event this month, but if they do, and if I am a part of it, I'll let you guys know, and I'll also talk about it in my social media as well. But yes, once again, for Magic Makers Market, November 12th and December 16th. And like I said, I will continue to talk about it, and I'll continue to post about it. All right, so let's begin. So today's video is all about children's books. You know, I'm so grateful that I'm just kind of like rediscovering children's books, like classics that I love, but also new voices. Well, new for me. And the stories are timeless. They're wonderful. They make me think, and they add to my own creativity. So I'm very, very grateful to be talking about more and more children's books, and I've got more on the way. So the first one, there's a little backstory. So I'm a volunteer for Denver Public Library, and we just had our big sale at Ellich Theater. I hope I said that correctly. So while I was cleaning the children's section, I saw this really cool cover, and it was book 2. And I was like, well, you know what? I think I'm going to buy this, and then I'm going to see if the libraries have the first book. So the first book is called Winter House by Ben Guterson. I mean, I love the cover of this book. It is absolutely wonderful. So the back of it is a lavish hotel, a family secret, a book of puzzles, and a veil of magic. So let me just read the dust jacket for you. Orphan Elizabeth Summers, malevolent Aunt Purdy, and Uncle Burlap, gotta love those names, ship her off to the ominous Winter House Hotel, owned by the peculiar Norbridge Falls. I loved him. He was quirky and eccentric. Upon arrival, Elizabeth quickly discovers that Winter House has many charms, most notably its massive library. It's not long before she locates a magical book of puzzles that will unlock a mystery involving Norbridge and his sinister family. But as she uncovers the hotel's secrets, Elizabeth starts to realize that she is somehow connected to Winter House, for better or for worse. Mystery, adventure, and beautiful writing combine in this exciting debut set within a hotel full of secrets. And about the author, he was a high school and middle school teacher in New Mexico and Colorado for a decade before spending several years at Microsoft as a program manager. He lives near Seattle in the foothills of the Cascade Mountains. This is his first novel. So I just have to say, excuse me for a minute, I just have to say that I truly, truly enjoyed the story. I will say though, well, one thing, it's good for middle school grade. Yes, for maybe like 5th grade to maybe 7th grade. But I will say this though, as I was reading it, or actually devouring it, it reminded me of Harry Potter. It's the story of a young girl who is disliked by her aunt and uncle, and she gets treated horribly. And then through some whimsical chance, she ends up in a place far away where she comes into her own magic, her own powers. And she's never the same. But it had the same feeling of Harry Potter. And yes, I love the Harry Potter series. Loved it. So if you enjoyed Harry Potter, you will really enjoy Winter House. My own personal observation, I did notice that Elizabeth tended to act like she was on the spectrum, and that's nothing bad at all, but just a lot of the ways that she communicated and a lot of the habits that she had and activities that she was into and she loved to read really reminded me of an introvert or someone on the spectrum. But like I said, nothing bad at all. I kind of resonated with her. I'm discovering more and more my introverted side, and but yeah, I enjoyed the characters. I enjoyed the mystery, trying to figure things out before they did, but it was pretty self-explanatory, and you're kind of like, oh, okay, well, that makes sense. But all in all, this is a great beginning to, and it's a trilogy, but this is a great beginning to a trilogy. So Winter House by Ben Guterson receives 5 pots of tea from Viridian Tea House. I absolutely love the story. I love the mystery. I love the eccentric characters. The library at Winter House, I would have just stayed there. I like the fact that the librarian was from Uganda, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. But yes, I have book 2 on my shelf, and I'm getting closer to reading it, but I love going to the library, so it's going to be a while. But yes, if you are looking for a really good Harry Potter-esque book, Winter House by Ben Guterson, just absolutely incredible. And many thanks to Arapahoe Libraries for having this book. Thank you. So the second children's book I actually discovered by accident. Gotta love Instagram. So I was just kind of scrolling through, and I saw this video of an author who had taken her father to Target to give him the surprise of her book being on the shelves. And I loved his reaction. You could tell he was genuinely surprised and so proud and supportive of his daughter. And that is Good Things by Maryah Greene and illustrated by Alleanna Harris. I hope I'm pronouncing the names correctly. My apologies if I'm not. So this book resonated with me a lot. It really did. So let me read the dust jacket for you. Malcolm loves everything about Pops. The way he looks out for everyone in the neighborhood, the way he always seems to know the right thing to say, and especially the way he cares for his plants. Malcolm has dreamed of having plants that will grow as big and healthy as Pops, but making that into a reality is turning out to be much harder than he thought. To keep him going, Pops reminds Malcolm that good things take time. But when Pops unexpectedly passes away and his plants are left to Malcolm, Malcolm feels like there is too much responsibility on his shoulders and hurt in his heart. A tender and necessary story about love, hope, and memory. Her debut picture book shows readers the meaning of growth and resilience. And just a little bit about the author. She is a New York-based, Japan-bred plant stylist and consultant. What started as an Instagram account of plant tips and tricks has blossomed into a full-blown business, garnering her appearances in the New York Times, Vogue, Good Morning America, and more. Before her work as New York City's go-to plant doctor, Maryah worked as an elementary school educator. She knows what it's like to start from the seed and has no intention of stopping, especially not before things get good. Good Things is her first book. You can find her online and on Instagram, and I'll put all the links on the video. And as for the illustrator, Alleanna Harris, she's an illustrator and artist from Willingboro, New Jersey. She graduated from the University of Arts in 2015 with a BFA in animation and is inspired by the beauty in everyday things. Her previous books include such titles as Making Their Voices Heard, The Inspiring Friendship of Ella Fitzgerald and Marilyn Monroe, Patricia's Vision, The Doctor Who Saved Sight, and The Journey of York, the unsung hero of the Lewis and Clark expedition. Visit her online through her website and on Instagram. And not only is this a touching story about growth and resilience, but there's also a plant glossary. So for any of you young people out there who want to get more into plants, this is a great way to start. But this is, I love this book so much. I read it twice, thrice. Loved this story. I loved it. How we handle grief, how we handle loss. And sometimes it can be found, and the good things can be found in the most unlikely and unexpected places. And for Malcolm, it's with the plants. So this was truly a delight to read, and many thanks to Denver Public Library for having a copy of Good Things. And this does receive 5 pots of growing tea from Viridian Tea House. Maryah and Alleanna, if you guys are watching this video, thank you so much. It's so cool to see other Black women who are just so creative and just showing the world beauty, and especially with plants. So thank you very much for this book. I really enjoyed it. Just highly, highly recommended, really. And even if you don't have kids, and you know, but you're into plants, this is a great book to read and to have as well. So thank you again. Ooh, sorry about that. I'm having a hot flash. So let's get to the tea portion. So today's tea is actually iced, which might help the fact that I'm sweating. And this tea comes from the Living Market Company. And I had the pleasure of meeting the owner at this past Saturday's Golden Farmers Market, which, by the way, for those of you who are with the Golden Chamber of Commerce, thank you so much for putting on the farmers market. Every time I work there, I have so much fun. I sell so much, and I'm just very grateful to you, very. So the Living Market Company, I looked at her table before we opened, and she's got all different kinds of sun tea and facial washes, vinegars, and plants. So you walk into the tent and it's like, you can literally feel your stress kind of being siphoned off of you and replaced with good earthy herbal vibes. So the herbal sun tea, she had a couple, but this particular one, the ingredients are elderflower, grapefruit, hibiscus, rose hips, and it's a loose black tea blend. So the ingredients for sun tea, not the ingredients, the procedure, you place a single tea bag in a half-gallon jar, fill the jar with filtered water, add fresh fruits and herbs at this time, steep up to 3 hours, strain, refrigerate, and enjoy. So this did not touch the sun. It was not exposed to the sun. And I did let the bag stay longer than the 3 hours because I really wanted to enjoy the ingredients of this herbal sun tea. So this is what it looks like. Nice little pale gold color. It's a very refreshing taste. That's right off the bat. Now, the water's been sitting in the refrigerator, so it's ice cold, but it's still, the ingredients, it is quite refreshing. The taste is rather light. The flavors are rather light, but even afterward, like, my mouth feels pleasantly refreshed, naturally clean. It's just a very clean taste. Like I said, the ingredients again are elderflower, grapefruit, hibiscus, and rose hips with loose black tea. I kind of thought that because of the hibiscus, it was going to be like, that deep red color, but not so. So I don't know if it's the combination of the grapefruit, the elderflower, the rose hips, but this is a light, refreshing sun tea. And like I said, it's a very light fragrance and flavor. None of the ingredients are really kind of standing out. Like, I don't like it when I'm drinking a hot tea or iced tea and you have that one flavor and it's like, whoa, that is really, really overpowering. This is very mild. This is something to enjoy, like today's Labor Day. But just to sit outside and just enjoy glass after glass of this tea. None of the ingredients are overpowering. None of them are giving me like a bad lingering taste in my mouth. It's very refreshing. So if you were up for very refreshing, not overpowering kind of sun tea, as we're slowly going into autumn, Living Market Company is the place to check out. And I will put all of her information on the video once it's uploaded. Funny fact though, so this past Saturday, like I said, I was a vendor at Golden Farmers Market. Well, I found out within the course of a couple of hours that the vendor to the left of me and the owner of this company are both from New Orleans. So we talked and I was like, yeah, I'm not from there, but I live there. And the woman from Living Market lived on the West Bank, as did I. And but yeah, it was really cool. I was like, okay, so I guess today is like New Orleans Day or something like that. But yeah, so as I'm talking, I'm still kind of tasting a little bit of the after effects of the sun tea, but like I said, it's not overpowering. I'm not like, oh God, grapefruit. Oh, so it's very mild. It is very, very mild. This is the kind of tea that I would drink like the first day of spring, just light and airy and refreshing. I wouldn't want this hot. I really wouldn't. I would want this iced. Personal opinion, you may try this and be like, I kind of want to try this hot, but this particular blend, I like it iced. I would not want to try it hot. I really wouldn't, but still delicious, refreshing. You can't go wrong with this. So many thanks. Yeah, that's good. So before I wrap up with the meditation, I'm trying to do more of, hey, look at this cool thing that I discovered. So this past Wednesday, a vendor at Wheat Ridge Farmers Market, I got to meet the lovely folks of Susie's CBD Hearts Pet Treats. So, and they ended up giving me a lot for my boyfriend's dog. So it looks like with these sample packets, it's 4 milligrams of CBD per heart. And, but the taste is apparently really good because I've been giving one each to my boyfriend's dog, who's a mini Aussie, and she loves them. Let's see, so I have apple and original and peanut butter and also pumpkin. But yeah, so these are nice little treats for your pet, and then they also make cat treats too. So the story about them is on the back. Susie CBD was founded after we saw how much CBD helped our beloved dog Susie improve the quality of her life. We are on a mission to promote health and wellness through alternative holistic options. We ensure the highest standards because we control the entire manufacturing process from farm to friend. That's really cool. Our company continues to honor the legacy of our inspiration, Susie, through offering only the highest quality CBD products on the market. And let's see here. So like the original, there's organic full spectrum CBD oil. And then inactive ingredients are oat flour, this is all organic, oat flour, molasses, oat bran, and coconut oil. And they hail from Wheat Ridge, Colorado. So no wonder they were at the farmer's market. But yeah, I just wanted to share a little bit about Susie's CBD treats and just say that, with my boyfriend's dog, Bindi, she really likes them. So I'm happy for that. And it's a good thing for her, I think. Well, that's all I have. So if you're ready to do water and tea breathing meditation, make sure you have your glass of water and or your cup of tea. Find yourself in a quiet spot and let's begin. And now let's end this breathing meditation with a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Slowly open your eyes or allow your eyes to come back into focus. And now enjoy a sip of your water or tea. Delicious. So that's all that I have for today. So many thanks to Susie's CBD Hearts in Wheat Ridge, Colorado, the Living Market Company for their herbal sun tea, author Maryah Greene and Alleanna Harris for Good Things. Excellent book, excellent, excellent. And to Ben Guterson for Winter House, book 1 of the Winter House trilogy. I cannot thank y'all enough for being so creative and then just sharing your products with everyone else. Just thank you so much. And also, as always, thanks to you guys for watching these videos. And if you like what you see, please give it a thumbs up, add a comment. I know I ramble, I can't help it, but if you like what you see, just give it a thumbs up. And yeah, I'm glad to be doing these videos. This is my 106th video since I started this about 2 years ago, and I have no plans of stopping. I love having Viridian Tea House to bring the tea house to y'all, and just to kind of, you know, brighten your day for just a little bit. So thank you so much. But that's all I have for today. Like I said, today is Labor Day, so I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And this is also the last day of Dragon Con, 100,000 people, I'm assuming, descending upon Atlanta. So I think today's the last day, but I've seen the pictures and the posts, and I'm like, it looks like it was a good Dragon Con. So take care of yourself and each other. Raise your sun tea high, and remember to enjoy tea. To drink tea is to enjoy life. I will see y'all really soon. Bye for now.